Hey, 49ers faithful. One incredible night to be a fan of the San Francisco 49ers. If you're watching that game, you know exactly what I'm talking about. 42-38 against the Chicago Bears. It was one of those matchups where your heart doesn't stop racing from the first snap to the final whistle. I don't even know where to start because that game had it all. The pace was relentless, back and forth scoring, and moments that made you think you might need to check your pulse a dozen times. Every possession seemed like it could swing the entire outcome, and by the final play, the tension in Levi's Stadium was almost unbearable. The victory now sets the 49ers up for Week 18, hosting the Seattle Seahawks with the NFC West title and the coveted #1 seed on the line. Everything comes down to this one matchup, a chance to lock in home field advantage for the playoffs, and this 4-point win against Chicago proves just how resilient this team has been. Credit has to go to a defense that, for much of the game, seemed to struggle under pressure, giving up too many yards and points early. They looked like they might crumble, yet when it mattered most, they held strong. On the penultimate offensive drive for the Bears, the 49ers bent but refused to break, forcing a field goal that kept the game within reach. Then, Brock Purdy orchestrated a masterful drive, connecting with Jawan Jennings for a 38-yard touchdown, giving San Francisco the lead at the most critical moment. The intensity of that sequence alone was enough to keep every fan on the edge of their seat. Chicago's final drive had everyone holding their breath. Caleb Williams had the ball at the 2-yard line with time running out, Bryce Huff charging in from the edge, and suddenly you're thinking, is he really going to pull off a miracle? He maneuvered out of the pocket with incredible athleticism, evading pressure and scrambling, trying to thread a pass into the end zone. It fell incomplete, and just like that, the 49ers walked off as victors in a game that will go down as one of the most electrifying Sunday night football contests in recent memory. This defense has been a storyline all season, pushing the offense to execute near-perfect drives and deliver over 40 points. Yet they rose to the occasion when the game hung in the balance. Robert Saleh and his unit deserve massive credit for keeping this team alive under relentless pressure. What makes this season remarkable isn't just the wins, but the circumstances under which they were achieved. The 49ers have navigated a gauntlet of injuries and setbacks that would cripple most teams. Over $100 million in dead money, season-ending injuries to Nick Bosa and Fred Warner. An incomplete starting quarterback rotation could have derailed the season entirely. Brock Purdy filled in with remarkable poise, going 5-3 in the starts he took over. They played young defensive players, adjusted on the fly, and still managed to rack up 12 wins, putting themselves in the driver's seat for a chance at a 13th in a showdown against their fierce rival, Seattle. This is what you call a Cinderella season, a team overcoming adversity and consistently finding ways to win, regardless of who's available on a roster. Kyle Shanahan's coaching has been instrumental, of course. Every scheme, every adjustment, and every decision under pressure has put the 49ers in a position to capitalize on the moments that mattered most. Alongside Saleh, Shanahan has molded a culture of belief and resilience. Even the special teams unit, led by Brent Burns, has contributed to this winning formula, making sure the team maximizes every opportunity. The Niners' offense is peaking at exactly the right moment. Brock Purdy playing at an elite level, throwing with timing, precision, and anticipation that rivals the league's very best. Add to that the running prowess of Christian McCaffrey, who continues to deliver despite a punishing workload, and you have a unit firing on all cylinders. Purdy's performance in these last 2 games alone has been astonishing. 10 total touchdowns in back-to-back contests, combining the air and ground attacks seamlessly. Efficiency is off the charts, hitting 73% of his passes for over 300 yards in the most recent game, throwing 3 touchdowns against a formidable Bears defense, even with the early interception on the first play from scrimmage. But Purdy didn't let it shake him. He led the Niners back, orchestrated drives that displayed both calm under pressure and improvisational skill. His connection with receivers like Jawan Jennings, Kinder Bourne, and a gutsy Jake Tongue has brought the passing game to life. Every throw seems calculated, every decision precise, and every scramble a reminder of why the 49ers invested in him. He has shown an ability to create plays outside the structure, something that separates good quarterbacks from the truly elite. Christian McCaffrey, too, has been a cornerstone of this success. 23 carries for 140 yards and a touchdown in this game alone, battling through hits and keeping the chains moving. His vision and toughness have been critical, complementing an offensive line that, despite injuries to key players like Trent Williams, has stepped up to open running lanes and protect Purdy. The balance between the run and pass has kept defenses guessing and has allowed the 49ers to sustain drives that not only wear down opponents, but put them in positions to execute in critical moments. It's a testament to Shanahan's play calling and to the chemistry between the quarterback, running back, and receiving core. The narrative of this season has been defined by overcoming adversity, close wins, and moments where the team could have faltered but didn't. Each victory, from last-minute field goals to game-winning drives, has built confidence and belief across the roster. Even when star players have been sidelined, the next-man-up mentality has kept the team competitive and dangerous. That resilience will be tested in Week 18 against Seattle, a matchup that will decide the top seed in the NFC and set the stage for the playoffs. The pressure is immense, the stakes are high, and the Niners have proven repeatedly this season that they thrive when the spotlight is brightest. Looking at the playoff picture, San Francisco has the chance to control its own destiny, moving from the 5th seed to the number 1 seed with a win at home. The NFC is set, every spot decided except for the NFC South, and the Niners have positioned themselves as one of the most dangerous teams in the conference. This is a storybook season, built on coaching excellence, strategic execution, and a roster that refuses to quit. Brock Purdy and Kyle Shanahan have carried this team at times, elevating the entire squad to heights few anticipated at the start of the year. Injuries, roster changes, and tough matchups have been handled with a level of professionalism and focus that sets the stage for a deep playoff run. Every facet of this team has contributed to their success, from the offensive line holding firm under pressure, to receivers making contested catches, to Christian McCaffrey's punishing runs, to Purdy's calm and precise quarterback play. It all comes together at the right moments. The defense, though inconsistent at times, has delivered when it mattered most, bending but refusing to break, forcing critical stops, and keeping the team in contention even in the most challenging situations. The culture built by Shanahan and Saleh is evident in these moments. A group that plays for each other and never gives up, regardless of the score, opponent, or injuries. And then there's the intangible element, the belief and fight that permeates this roster. Week after week, they've been tested and have risen to the occasion, overcoming adversity both on and off the field. The leadership from the coaching staff, combined with the poise of the quarterback and the grit of the players, has allowed San Francisco to remain in control of its destiny, setting up what could be a defining matchup against the Seahawks. With the number 1 seed and home field advantage on the line, this game will test every lesson learned this season, every ounce of preparation, and every bit of heart this team possesses. The 49ers have crafted a season that will be remembered not only for the wins, but for the way they have navigated challenges, executed in pressure moments, and displayed remarkable resilience. The combination of elite quarterback play, a versatile offensive scheme, and a defense capable of stepping up when it matters most has created a team that can compete with any opponent. Brock Purdy's clutch performances, Christian McCaffrey's running, the supporting cast stepping up when called upon. All of it culminates in a team that is peaking at the perfect time. The energy in Levi's Stadium, the excitement surrounding the roster, and the sense of belief throughout the organization have made this season an unforgettable one for 49ers fans everywhere. As we look ahead to Week 18, the stakes could not be higher for the San Francisco 49ers. Hosting the Seattle Seahawks, a divisional rival with everything to play for, is more than just a game. It's the culmination of a season defined by resilience, determination, and the ability to rise above adversity. The 49ers have shown throughout the year that they are a team capable of thriving under pressure, whether it's overcoming injuries, adjusting to unexpected changes, or responding to late-game scenarios where every decision matters. Seattle comes into this matchup battle-tested as well, hungry for the division title, and knowing that a loss could derail their entire season. This sets the stage for a showdown where strategy, execution, and mental toughness will be tested like never before. Brock Purdy enters this game with momentum, having elevated his play to an elite level over the last several weeks. His ability to read defenses, anticipate movements, and improvise under pressure has been nothing short of extraordinary. He has shown a unique combination of poise and athleticism, blending calculated decision-making with flashes of brilliance that keep opposing defenses off balance. Purdy's recent performances have not only proven his skill, but have also cemented his role as the leader of this team. His connection with the receivers is seamless, timing routes to perfection and putting the ball in positions where only his playmakers can make the catch. With Jawan Jennings stepping up in critical moments, Kendrick Bourne delivering big plays downfield, and tight end Jake Tongue proving himself as a reliable target, the passing game has become a multidimensional threat capable of breaking a defense wide open. Christian McCaffrey continues to be the heartbeat of the offense. His running style, combining patience, vision, and physicality, has kept defenses guessing all season long. Even when battered by defenders and taking hits from every angle, McCaffrey's resilience shines through. He finds the smallest of openings, turns what looks like a loss into a gain, and consistently contributes to sustaining drives. His ability to impact both the running and passing game gives Shanahan's offense a rare flexibility. With McCaffrey carrying the load and Purdy orchestrating the passing attack, the 49ers have developed an offensive identity that is balanced, explosive, and adaptable to any scenario they might face against a formidable Seattle defense. The offensive line deserves tremendous recognition as well. Despite dealing with injuries to key players like Trent Williams and George Kittle missing time, this unit has been remarkably effective in protecting Purdy and creating lanes for McCaffrey. Football is often won in the trenches, and the 49ers have shown that they can dominate those critical moments, even against aggressive defensive fronts. The ability to control the line of scrimmage, give the quarterback time to make plays, and sustain drives has been a cornerstone of their success, especially in tight games where every yard counts. Each lineman stepping up when called upon has exemplified the next-man-up mentality that defines this team. Defensively, the 49ers have faced challenges all season, yet the group has found ways to win critical stops when it mattered most. The Bears game highlighted this perfectly, bending without breaking, forcing a field goal in a pivotal moment, and then delivering under pressure to secure the win. The defense has evolved over the season, learning to handle adversity, manage fatigue, and adjust to game flow. With Fred Warner potentially returning, this unit could see a boost that makes them even more formidable, capable of shutting down high-powered offenses and creating turnovers at decisive moments. The blend of young talent and experienced playmakers has fostered a culture where everyone contributes, knowing that their effort could be the difference between a win and a loss. Special teams have also played an understated yet essential role in keeping the 49ers competitive. Field position, tackling, and execution in critical situations have often swung momentum in their favor. Brent Burns' leadership and the performance of the entire special teams unit have ensured that San Francisco maximizes every opportunity, whether through effective returns, coverage, or precise kicking. In close games, these small margins can determine the outcome, and the 49ers have consistently delivered in those moments. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Total shockwaves are rippling through the league as a stunning rumor gains traction around the San Francisco 49ers. According to growing buzz echoed by major broadcast circles, including ESPN, the franchise is believed to have quietly secured agreements with two high-profile stars, a move that has caught even seasoned insiders off guard. While official announcements remain carefully managed, the sense around the league is that something big has just shifted in Santa Clara. Sources close to the situation describe the signings as strategic rather than impulsive, suggesting the 49ers front office has been working behind the scenes for some time. What makes the story even more intriguing is the complete lack of leaks leading up to it. No prolonged negotiations in the media, no public courtship, just a sudden confirmation that discussions turned into signatures. In a league where rumors often linger for weeks, the speed and secrecy of this development feel almost unreal. Speculation is now running wild about how these two stars could reshape the team's identity. One is believed to bring instant impact and leadership, while the other could add a new dimension that forces opponents to rethink how they prepare for the 49ers. Analysts are already debating scheme changes, locker room dynamics, and whether this bold move signals an aggressive, all-in mentality from the organization. Fans, meanwhile, are oscillating between disbelief and excitement. Social media is flooded with theories, jersey mock-ups, and bold predictions, even as the team maintains a disciplined silence. Until contracts are officially unveiled and the players speak for themselves, the story lives in that electrifying space between rumor and reality. Still, if the whispers hold true, the 49ers may have just delivered one of the most unexpected power moves of the season, reminding everyone that in this league, surprises are never truly off the table. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the San Francisco 49ers, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.